Welcome to Estonian Cricket Weekly. I am Ragne Hallik. Before we start, don't forget to like the video, subscribe and share it with your friends to help us spread Estonian cricket to the world. This week we had matches in the men's and women's indoor league, the final week of our junior pair league and the final week of our men's introduction to cricket program. Let's start with the men's match reviews. Match 1 saw Stallions taking on Riders, with Stallions batting first. Pair 1, Ankur and Kopi, got the Stallions off to the best possible start, scoring a massive 62 runs. Arsalan and Sahan followed, adding 35 runs to take the score to 97 for the first two pairs. Pair 3 of Aditya and Olin piled on the pain for Riders with the stylish 49 runs to put 200 within reach for pair 4. Rifak scored 27 runs in the final 4 overs, but a mass of wickets, including multiple runouts, saw the pair score just 2, with Stallions finishing on 148 runs. Best batter for Stallions was Rifak with 27 runs. Best bowler for Riders was Hardik with 2 for 21. Riders pair 1 of Alok and Kush started the chase strongly, scoring 44 runs. Pair 2, Anand and Hardik, kept the runs coming with an excellent 49 runs. The Stallions needed to put the brakes on, and they did just that, restricting pair 3 to just 4 runs and leaving Riders needing 51 from the final pair. Rana and Gautam scored an impressive 39, falling just 12 runs short and giving Stallions the win. Best batter for Riders was Hardik with 25 runs. Best bowler for Stallions was Rifak, who also picked up player of the match for his 27 runs and 2 for 6. Match 2 was Vikings against Hippos, and it was Vikings batting first. Hippos came out firing, taking 5 wickets in the first pair and restricting Vikings to just 6 runs. Pair 2, Noman and Arkum, got the Vikings back on track with a solid 23 runs. The Hippos bowling hit back again with 6 wickets falling in the pair 3 and just 12 runs scored. The final pair for Vikings, Salman and Tausif, added 34, taking the Vikings total to 75. Best batting for Vikings was Salman with 16 runs. Best bowler for Hippos was Chris with 2 for 23. Pair 1 of Marco and Owen started well for Hippos, scoring 35 runs. Some tight bowling from the Vikings held the pair 2 to 15 runs. Pair 3 of Remo and Richard put the Hippos in a winning position with 40 runs. Pair 4 just needed to avoid losing wickets, and they added 38 runs to give the Hippos a 53-run win. Best batter for Hippos was Owen with 16 runs. Best bowler for Vikings was Salman with 2 for 10. Player of the match was Owen for his 16 runs and 1 wicket. In the Women's Indoor League, Tallinna and Saaremaa met each other for the first time this season in a doubleheader.
In Game 1, Tallinna batted first. Saaremaa was on top early with some tight bowling from Surly and Victoria, and a fantastic maiden over from Amy saw Tallinna restricted to just 5 for the first pair. Pair 2, Ragne and Lisa, responded well, getting the scoring going for Tallinna, with Lisa hitting the back wall 3 times. They scored 33 runs. Pair 3 added 17 runs, with Tallinna finishing on 55 for the loss of only 1 wicket. Best batter for Tallinna was Lisa with 16 runs. Best bowler for Saaremaa was Amy, with just 7 runs coming from her 2 overs. Saaremaa started the chase well, with pair 1 of Anna-Marie and Bianca putting on 19 runs. Mother and daughter pair Surly and Amy then combined for 18 runs to take their side to 37, leaving Saaremaa 19 required to win. Pair 3, another mother and daughter pair, Miriam and Victoria, scored an impressive 31 runs to give Saaremaa a 13-run win. Best batter for Saaremaa was Victoria with 16 runs. Best bowler for Tallinna was Ellen with 1 for 7. Player of the match was Victoria for her excellent batting and tight bowling. Game 2 saw Saaremaa bat first. Captain Anna-Marie was joined by Archana, and they scored 16 runs for the first pair. Pair 2, Surly and Milvi, built on that total with a well-earned 23 runs to move Saaremaa to 39. The final pair was Saaremaa teenage sensations, Victoria and Amy. They both did well and added 20 runs to take the total to 59. Best batter for Saaremaa was Anna-Marie with 10 runs. Best bowler for Tallinna was Lisa with 1 for 7. In reply, Tallinna's opening pair of Hannah and Lisa got off to a fantastic start, scoring 21 runs. Ragne and Ellen followed, and they also scored well, adding 20 runs, meaning that pair 3 only required 19 runs to win. They tried hard, but Saaremaa experienced bowlers made the difference in the end, with Victoria and Milvi keeping the match in control before captain Anna-Marie finished the game off with a wicket in the final over. Tallinna finished on 52, giving Saaremaa a tight 7-run victory. Best batter for Tallinna was Lisa with 15 runs. Best bowler for Saaremaa was Anna-Marie with 1 for 11. Player of the match was Anna-Marie for a fantastic all-round performance.
The Junior Pairs League has seen some fantastic matches, with almost every match coming down to the last over. This week's final match was no different. Let's check out the highlights. The final Juniors Pairs League match saw Hundit batting first, and it was brothers Shashain and Alian in pair 1. They batted well to score 16 runs, but unfortunately lost 2 wickets, taking the score back to 6. Pair 2, Erik and Robert, also lost wickets regularly, which meant they could only add 3 to the score. The final pair added 14 runs to take the total to 23. Best batter for Hundit was Danmei with 7 runs. Best bowler for Karud was Davia with 1 for 5. Marta and Chris started well for Karud, before Danmei took out first ever juniors hat-trick with 3 wickets in a second over. They lost another wicket on the final ball to leave the score at -8. Pair 2 had a big task ahead of them, but Oliver and Matilda did well to score 15 and bring the total to 7, leaving the final pair needing 17 runs to win. Pinara came out firing, hitting 9 runs from the first over. Davia supported him well, and they took the score to 21 with 1 over remaining. The tension was high, but they managed to get the Karud over the line, scoring 5 and finishing with a total of 26, giving Karud a 3-run win. Best batter for Karud was Pinara with 7 runs. Best bowler for Hundit was Danmei with 3 for 4. Player of the match was Pinara for his great batting when the match was on the line. It has been amazing seeing our junior players improving with each week, and it seems fitting that the leagues ended with both teams with 2 wins. We can't wait for our next Juniors League, which is coming soon.
This week in the Men's Indoor League, it is the finals for both Division 1 and Division 2. The Division 2 final is first, with Viking Stars facing Mustama Bulls. While Bulls lost both of their previous matches against Viking Stars, including one by 94 runs, they will feel like they're going into the final with more momentum, as Viking Stars lost their last league game last week. But it was their only loss of the regular season. They will be hoping the game was just a blip. Viking Stars to win. In the Division 1 final, it is Talon Stallions versus Tartu Wolves. When these two sides met previously, the Stallions have come out ahead on both occasions. They will take that confidence into the final, and despite how impressive Wolves have been all season, I don't think they'll have enough to overcome their opposition. Stallions to win. In the Women's Indoor League, this week is a double header between Saaremaa and Penguins. When they last met, the two teams each won 1 game. Both were very close matches with the margin of victory under 10 runs. I expect the situation to be the same this week as the friendly rivalry between them continues. I'm tipping each team to get 1 win.
In April, we have a couple of training courses available. On the 15th, there is an ECB ACO Ampere Stage 2 course. And on the 29th, there will be an ECB ACO Introduction to Scoring course. Both are in Tallinn, and if you are interested in either course, contact operations@estoniancricket.com. At the end of every episode, I will teach you how we say a cricket term in Estonian. This week's word is for bat, kurikas. Bat in Estonian is kurikas. aitäh vaatamast ja kohtume järgmisel nädalal. Thanks to our sponsors HML Project Management, Norcon Beton and sportsbet.io for their continued support of cricket in Estonia.